Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Penis.
Today, welcome back to Hone. Did you say beans? Beans. We're back with Hone. Today we're doing a little bit more Hone. We haven't done this in a minute. But last time we played, you all went back to Kulana's home planet. You spent your time getting that all set up nice and easy so that basically you are fugitives from Hone. Now you're away, completely locked away from them. The only way they can get to you is through space travel. They no longer have access to the teleporter and can't figure it out. My Discord camera's lagging. There we go. Not because they're stupid, just because you destroyed the teleportation machine, essentially.
Because they're stupid.
Oh my god. I have a really bad cough, so sorry if that comes through.
Understandable. Yeah, exactly, Leah. Good job. You guys spent the last stream basically hanging out with friends and family because Kulana found her parents or her parent. And
her mom went.
met up with them and hung out for the evening. Now they're back. Once you guys went to bed, you woke up. Kulana stayed with her dad, came back to you guys. I'm blanking on names right now. Her godfather that I named Gerald. What was it?
Geralt.
Was it Geralt or something like that? Gerald.
No, Geralt is
Gerald.
Gerald.
Gerald, I think it was. Gerald was the final choice. Gerald, thank you, Kaylin. He's back here to go talk with Haas
it was Geralt,
and
I promise.
Haas and Vractorum overall about exactly what was going on. Finding out Vractorum was actually part of the primordial race and is very old and is very interested in that. And you guys are there. There's also Fenatorath, who's a dragon, he finds out, and was surprised by that too. And from there, it's up to you. What would you like to listen in? What do you plan on doing?
I plan on doing your mom.
I just real quick. Take 1,000 damage.
Alright, see you guys next campaign.
Hi. I was half expecting you to disconnect after that.
There it is. I need them back here. There they are. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, didn't Tim's character say that they wanted to take Kaylin's character on a hunt, and then we're gonna go hunt the rock?
That is an option. You guys know very well the rock is going to be extremely hard to fight. You could go fight a rock, if you would like, though.
Fuck. Because I was like, I want a rock.
I'm not going to force Ice's character to make any decisions, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna, if you guys want to go hunt a rock, I'm gonna stay here. Alright. Oh. God damn it, Kaden.
Who's shitting their pants?
My hands.
Kaden, not again. Peta. Wait, hold on. I don't know. Nice.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing?
She's
What's the
shitting
plan?
really.
Oh my god! No. That's the one I was trying to find, and it was unnamed.
What's the plan? You guys gonna talk to someone? What do you want to do? You gonna listen into their conversation at all, or anything like that?
I want to, being this weird nerd that Zio is.
I want to be the very best.
That no one ever was.
Guys, stop. Nintendo's gonna sue you.
Nintendo's actually really fine with their music being played, oddly enough. But they hate if you want to play an old game, though, that they don't make anymore. No.
Oh, yeah. But Nintendo, sued someone to delete all, of their video game soundtracks that weren't anywhere. The fuck?
Yeah, they're really weird.
Nintendo's goofy ass.
They are. But with what you're saying, Autumn, I imagine you want to kind of go join the conversation with all the nerds talking about stuff.
Yep. To my people.
So basically, you walk over, you hear Gerald talking to, it's Haas, Fenatorath, and Vractorum. They're speaking to each other. Gerald basically just goes and he goes, Well, so we have several of these locations on this world. I've sent my own team to explore them. You actually have Isa over there or sorry, not Isa. What
I don't
is?
fucking remember.
Oh, wow. How am I gonna blank? How am I gonna blank on their name? Oh,
I think it's Mirith.
Miralith?
I think it's
Mirith.
Mirith,
Mirith?
something like that.
Matilda.
Tim's character.
Tim's character.
And Gerald goes, actually, Mirith, Tim's character,
M.
M over there has actually explored several of these on her own as well. They are interesting. Each of them, some of them locked behind some sort of gate that responds to magical energy. Some of them are straight up opened and seem to have been a location for resting periods or some form of ritual, we have assumed. And other ones seem to be holding something, though some of them broken into and missing. How do these structures work? He kind of looks over at Veractorum, because he knows that she was around. And he just goes, how do these structures work? What are their purposes? What are they designed for? Things like that. Veractorum turns to him and she basically just continues. Well, they're sort of just like your towns, except spread out. We found ways of teleportation and started using it. We had ways of faster travel through certain spells or different sort of vehicles. They allowed us to spread out easier, allow for larger developments and people to move around freely. But some of them could hold weapons. This planet was typically used for some weapon research. Some of them could easily have been teleportation circles, which you could confuse for rituals. Other ones could have been used for some form of ritual or sparring areas, military encampments, things of the nature. And others could have simply been like libraries or resource stores and things like that. Gerald just kind of like thinks to himself, like, that makes a lot of sense. I guess you would need those places here fairly commonly. There have been some that have exploded and killed people, mostly bandits, but some of our own men. It's been very not savory. Veractorum kind of looks at him, like kind of looks towards Haas. Haas goes, none of these should be active with them being as old as they are. If they're still active, someone's been tampering with them.
Its own.
Do you say that?
Yes.
Haas goes,
And I chuckle.
Haas goes, I think you're on the right track. I don't think it's honed per se. I think it probably closer to Lair.
Oh, but we should probably go investigate them then.
Gerald turns to you, is like, if you're interested, I have a couple marked down that have some odd frequencies. I could easily send you to one of the funkier ones.
Yes, that would probably be a good idea just to have
Funky.
that, to check out, see what we can get from those places.
Funky monkey.
Monkey doesn't wear any pants.
I like to imagine Tex is just saying this. Just in the corner. Monkey doesn't like to wear any pants.
Don't mind, he has a couple of circuitry issues.
You were gonna say loose screws.
I wasn't, and I'm very mad that I didn't.
I take offense to that.
Yeah, we all know Tex is riveted together.
Huh?
Riveted.
Shut up. I got the joke at least.
It's riveting.
I'm gonna put a few rivets in you.
Ow. So yeah, he's like, very well, let me get you a map, and I'm sure M over there can lead you to these locations easily as well. M just looks like, I'm dying.
M probably
Good.
doesn't like me because I scared them.
That was funny.
So yeah, he pulls out a map. He like pins it. He circles one on the map in like a little calligraphy pen. And he's like, this one right here has some aggressive readings. It makes it seem like something's actively being worked on, and there's some form of timing circuit in there that sends out different signals of energy when you're close by. Something's active. I'm not 100% sure what it is, and the door is locked behind some form of stone gate or stone pillar or something. It reacts to magic, though I don't know exactly how it works, and last one we had exploded, so we didn't really mess with it too much. If you guys could go search that would be a big help to probably our cause trying to figure out how to deal with these items.
Sure.
He's like, okay, it should only be about 3 hours travel out of here by walking, but it will be pretty good from there. So M steps up. She just goes, all right, well, I know the way, so follow me, and like basically drags Kulana out of there, like probably grabs Kulana and Zio by the arm to drag you, like starting to run, and the two robots have to catch up.
I didn't consent to this.
Wow. Robotist.
Well, the issue is I don't think she'd be able to drag robots very fast. You guys are much heavier than your typical human.
That's racist.
And you guys start your journey. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go? Any questions you have for Finitorath, Veractorum, Haas?
Oh.
No? Okay.
I dropped a magic card. Fuck.
Actually, I think Veractorum's gonna join you because she wants to explore this. She basically just goes like, "Hey, can I join you? Because I want to see one of these places and make sure you guys don't explode and see what's going on there."
See, I don't see why not. I mean, you would know more about the place than we would.
She's like, "Perfect." She saddles up, gets a little backpack. It has like some notes, a bunch of charcoal papers, things like that. A typical nerd's backpack sort of thing.
Zio's backpack. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a nerd.
And you guys start your journey. I would like someone, however, to roll me a D100.
Oh, me.
Do it.
Elliot, go ahead.
There we go. 65.
Okay.
4 off.
That's when you find the other, what was it? Brothel.
Another one. Same company.
Yeah, exactly. They're all over the galaxy.
You know that they're it's not just nationwide; it's solar system wide.
It's galaxy wide.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, how
So
much money they raking in?
A lot.
A lot.
They must have the sexiest people on in the solar system,
In the galaxy.
in the universe.
They're all actually just clones. Same woman.
Oh.
What about men, huh?
No.
What if I want men?
They're
No.
all changelings.
Girls.
No, changelings don't exist.
I want
Only
to see
girls.
men.
Ellie's being aggressively.
They had
gay
budget
right
cuts. They had to cut off the penis.
That's called an advanced circumcision.
Yeah.
No,
No.
it's called a delayed circumcision.
Yeah. You guys are on your while you guys are on your journey, it's actually a quite peaceful hike. It's about morning time. You guys know that monsters don't really come out during the day terribly often. They're more of nighttime stalker and evening stalkers. Morning they're kind of chilling or hunting smaller prey. So on your way there, you're following this mountain path. It's basically you're gonna follow this hillside and then go down into more of a plains, though it's a little bit further out. On your way there, though, you begin to see black smoke, like what would seem almost one centered area is slowly burning, just filling up into a plume. Thank you for the dramatic effect. It seems very dark, but it's not like spitting out smoke. It's not like a dumpster fire. It seems very steady. It is probably.
Is it a controlled burn?
You can't really tell from here, but it's definitely not spreading, whatever it is.
So my assumption is that it's just a controlled burn of sorts, which means that there might be people there, and that means they might be not friendly. So I'm gonna get prepared if there's a tussle.
So it's probably about 2,000 feet in front of you. A decent distance where you can't see the item and you don't imagine that it can see you. But what would you like to do? Are you going to try to find a way around, or are you going to pressure into it?
That's up to everybody else.
Coppelia, Kulana, what are you thinking? There is some form of controlled burn, Elliot assumes, about 2,000 feet in front of you. There's like a plume of black smoke. Though you don't exactly know what it is. Elliot has a concern of people. Just in general, not bad people, just normal people. And you guys are debating if you want to go around or go through.
I mean, we could go around. I don't really care.
Kilana, any opinion?
She's muted.
She is. She also might be doing stuff. Kilana!
She's due. What you eating?
Chocolate bar.
Is it good? That looks like chalk. Or
Yeah.
an eraser of sorts. Oh, it's Halloween. That's why.
Well, I guess, yeah. Well, I need an answer from you guys. What are you doing?
I mean, we could go around.
Yeah.
Wanna go around?
maybe that would be good. I do want to kind of investigate a small bit though.
So you kind of do you
Like,
want to go
skirt around
alone?
the ninja.
Do you want to go alone to try to get close to scope in, come back, or do you want the whole party to get close and skirt around it? Oh.
I think the best course of action. I could go in, like we'd skirt around, and once we'd get close enough that I could still be within line of sight, I could go investigate a small bit.
Someone catch me up on what the fuck happened because my mom started yelling at me to take my trash out.
Fire.
You guys are walking down the path. You're following this like hillside, like path almost. It's almost like a trail. And there's a black plume of smoke you're starting to see about 2,000 feet in front of you, roughly.
Well, could I? If we don't want to get too close, I value Elliot's idea, but let me also see, because I do have my familiar that I can send up as well. How you said 200 feet?
2,000.
Oh, never mind. That's not close enough at all.
So do you want to go with Elliot's ideas of getting close and letting Elliot sneak in?
If we're gonna get close, I can also send in my familiar, so that way.
What's the range of your familiar?
100 feet.
Okay.
If we want to get in close, so we can get close to Elliot. But I can also send my familiar up in case that way the rest of us also knows what's going on as well. But Elliot can take
Yeah,
actions
have
up
the
there if they need
familiar
to.
go up with me, I guess, because
Or you- I
if
can
something is wrong, I don't think a familiar could help
Mm-mm.
if they need help.
I could also take the help action. It could help take the help action and help you out.
All right. So you guys basically kind of, I imagine you go in a slower pace. You try to be a little bit more quiet. You get up, you're about 500 feet away at this point, and you're starting to hear sounds. It sounds like an engine whirring, sort of making a high humming noise, almost a lawnmower starting, except spaceship sounds. And you assume there's some form of crash ship in the distance, though you don't hear much as the voices go.
Seems familiar. I look over text and I'm like, should we go?
Sure.
Okay.
I can sneak up with text too
I
because
would
I
say,
also haven't.
What's the plan? Is the whole party moving in? Because if so, we need stealth rolls from everyone, including Capelia.
Yeah, I was like, it could, I mean, I can go up with text. I have invisibility, so
That's pretty useful.
I could have cast invisibility on 3rd level, help Tex and I out, and then my familiar could just be off in the distance or whatever, in the trees.
Wow. What's the plan?
What do you
that
think,
you're doing?
Elliot?
Sure. Let's do that.
Alright. Unless you had anything you wanted to input. I don't want to take away ideas from you.
No, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
All right. So you basically say, Capelia, sit here, don't make noise.
Essentially.
That's
Think
fine
about
by
women
me.
or something.
Varactorum also stays behind. Varactorum knows she is also very bad at stealthing. And then
I just
Kulano.
had the shit scared out of me. I will be back in like a minute.
They have to go poop.
No, I have to take antidepressant.
Oh, that's fair.
You guys take the anti-sad pills.
There
In
is
the
there.
meantime, you guys want to see something I bought from Hot Topic?
Sure.
Kaylin might like it. Look how cute it is.
Cat B.
It's a cat bee. Kaylin, look at it.
Just streaming, man. I think she fell asleep.
Leah, look at it. Look how cute it is. Ellie and I were playing League earlier, and I got Heimerdinger on ARAM. I understand why people don't like him, like fighting against him.
Okay.
I think I'll come back. I hear them.
We'll give him a second.
Yeah, I
back.
heard the door close.
Welcome back.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys basically you launched that spell, Autumn, and like you all of a sudden everyone sees just you both gone. You guys move around. They can kind of see where your feet prints move, kind of like one of those funny cartoons.
Yep.
And you guys begin to approach the camp. I would like stealth checks from both of you. You do get advantage.
Woo. Don't mess it up, Elliot.
I got.
Can I-
Hang on.
Wait, can I have my familiar take the help action to help? Oh wait, that would
I-
not. No.
Yeah, I
it's
don't think
advantage
stealth.
again.
I don't think stealth would help because you're on
Oh,
advantage
fuck.
already. But you're also sneaking, and having a visible creature help you sneak would not be helpful.
It's like,
I dropped my dice on accident.
well, I got a I got a 23. 'cause I rolled
23.
that.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh.
I know what you're referencing.
Wait,
Nya,
you
nya,
said
nya,
advantage,
nya.
right?
What's up?
Do we get advantage?
Advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, you're invisible.
Okay, because
I
I
don't
wanna talk
like
about it.
that.
that's better. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Nice.
Perfect. So yeah, you guys get up. You're like not making enough noise that anyone would be able to hear you over this ship engine going off. And as you get closer, it seems to be almost like a ship built in with a sail, but it still has an engine, so it's definitely aesthetics, the sail.
They're pirates.
There is a red flag on top of the ship that seems to be some sort of gang flag, or if you'd like, a pirate flag. There are 5 people in total that you can see. 2 of them sitting on the back of the engines with there's instead of having a table that you can roll around or a big cart, they have these floating trays that have pull-out trays and everything in them full of tools. They have a couple of them. They're going to work on the engine. There's someone sitting in what seems to be like a cockpit area. They keep just shouting back, "All right, try it now." And then the engine just dies down and gets quiet again. There's 2 other people kind of just sitting, watching the tree lines, keeping an eye out. All of them seem to be fairly armed with light pistols or rifles. They don't seem to be too beefy. They seem to be a little bit older, but they all seem to be going for some sort of gang pirate aesthetic in their clothing. They seem to be almost uniform together.
There's Swashbuckling pirate.
Kind of like I have telepathy.
Who scallywag ass shit.
Are you gonna go talk to one of them?
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Don't
mean-
come to my
The
house.
house. I actually wanted to talk to Tex. I'm like, what do you suggest we do?
I suggest we fuck off for now and come back.
Can Tex talk
Maybe.
back telepathically?
No, so you're gonna
Yeah.
have to be quiet.
I'm gonna whisper, like, I suggest we fuck off for now and come back when we're better prepared.
Yeah, because just
If they're still here, even.
yeah, because like they're not causing much issues right now.
But I did hear.
I
them
will
mention
mention
that
their
issues
ship.
with pirates.
Their ship seems to have massive claw marks on
Oh,
They tried fighting a rock.
it.
maybe we could ask them what. I don't know, because I feel like we could get information out of them. Like, hey, what happened?
Yes, sea snake. Sorry.
Show them that we're not evil, but at the same time, like we could fuck them up. They seem not easily. They don't seem very bad.
Well,
I
if
mean,
we
I
wanna
could.
fuck them up. We gotta get the rest of our group here.
I mean, I could also conjure a black hole in their ass, but
That would really him up, huh?
My 8th level spell, Dark Star.
Some proxy revenge.
Alright, yeah, I suggest that we go back and get the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Yeah, you guys sneak back. You kind of time it when they try to crank that engine. You guys like run, and you won't be able to hear it. You come back to the party. You basically explain, "Hey, there's pirates. You want to fight them?" What do you guys
Ask them
say?
why- I want to let them know about the state of their ship first, and be like, yes, the big hit them.
Okay. Vractorum was like, "Big creatures, you say?"
Yes.
Copelia, what do you want? What do you say? What do you think?
Huh?
I guess not. Capelia's also dead.
What?
What do you say? Do you want to go mess up some pirates, or you want to go around them? You found out what's there. There seems to be a gang of some sorts with a crashed ship with large scratches on it.
Are they? Is everybody else messing with them?
Well, the team is deciding if they want to go back. They went in, investigated it, and then came back.
Nah. I don't care. Capelli's just happy to be here.
I think Viractorum is interested in inspecting the ship and figuring it out, because I don't think
Yeah.
she really knows what pirates are to be worried about that.
Alright, well, I want to warn her then about the dangers of pirates, and like, they could turn on us and try to kill us and steal our stuff. They're pirates, they loot, they plunder. Not exactly the people with the
A
most
bit of
pristine
swash and a
moral
bit of
compass.
buckling.
Yeah, a bit of swash and a bit of buckling.
She's just like, oh, okay.
That's why that's why Tex and I were very cautious going up there. Because of stuff like that. I am interested to know what happens to the ship as well. I just don't know how many people did it seem like? How large of a ship was it? And how many people
The
that
ship
were
was
there?
not very big. There were about 5 people you could see or hear, and that seems to be about its maximum holding. It doesn't seem like it could do much more than that.
If my take on it then, if they turn on us, we could easily take care of them. So Tex has some fancy fighting stuff. We've got some spells, some martial capability. I swear no one seems to be able to hit Capelia somehow.
Yeah, I gave her too much armor too early on.
Oops.
I've learned from my mistake now.
Yep.
Whoops.
I want to buy a cloak of displacement for Capelia.
I am the armor, guys.
Just hide behind her.
Basically.
What do you guys think?
Oh.
Oh, Kilana says she's back.
Welcome back.
Kaylin.
Kaylin, I love you.
Unmute. Speak with us, child.
Damn.
Alright. Speak with us, child.
She's older than you, Autumn.
I don't give a shit. I call everyone child. I call Kyle child.
That's because you're weird.
Kaylin, speak with us.
Can confirm, says Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
If you guys are down, you can just move in there.
Yeah.
Basically, you kind of get closer. How are you guys approaching? What's the plan for approach?
Try not to be not
Cautious,
incredible.
but not threatening.
Yes.
Okay. But you're not trying to sneak specifically.
No, we're just trying to be like, hey, what the fuck? There's a big plume of smoke and we came to investigate. Because that's exactly what we did. We're not lying to them.
That's fair. You don't need to make any rolls for that.
out
So
what's going
basically,
on.
You guys kind of approach. You're not being quiet, and with Capelia there making a loud clinking noise, they kind of look at the engine like, that clinking noise not coming from the engine. Turn around, and you see there's two of them that seem to be guarding the area. They're kind of sitting on the side of a ship, looking around. They have 2 rifles. They instantly, when they see you kind of peeking through the tree line, they point their rifles and just go, hold it. Don't approach any closer. And you can see the 2 people on the engine, they seem to be holding more just regular pistols almost. Not super armed, but more like tech or piloty style clothing.
Yeah.
And then you see 2 figures, one in the doorway, or I had 6. Oops, I can't count. There's 6 people.
Whoops.
There's 2 inside the room. They, however, seem to be a little bit more like dressed up. One of them has sort of looser garments on them, kind of belted down, tied around. They don't seem to really match up with the rest of the crew, though they do have some leather gear that like is sort of matching, but it's not with their regular outfit. And there's another person that's hooded in the same leathers that are darker, sort of stained a little bit darker. But they seem to have much tighter clothes on. The person just shouts out, hold it right there. Don't approach any further. Turn around and leave.
What happened?
What does it look like, Jack? We crashed.
Well, obviously I can see that. But what happened? Obviously the state of your ship looks like it's some internal engine failure didn't just give in.
The guy kind of rolls his eyes, and then calls out, Captain, you want to talk with him? And then you see this person there in the one in the robes kind of comes out and is like, there was a dragon attack. It decided out of any day today to come swipe down and take us out for whatever reason. Can't tell you much beyond that. It was just oddly aggressive and took us out. Now be on your way before we cause any issues.
Do you know what way it went?
Do I look like I was worried about what way it went? As long as it went away, I'm fine.
I just want to ask a question.
All questions
Okay.
asked. Leave. And they go back into the ship, they go crank the engine here.
Cranking 90s.
Cranking 90s.
I look over at Tex. I'm like, do you want to go?
I don't very much like their tone.
Oh, no.
How loud do you say that, Tex?
I say it to Zio, but I am kind of facing towards the pirates. Maybe they hear it, maybe they don't. Who knows?
You see both of the guys on top kind of harden their grip on their gun. It's like the finger thing in all the movies.
Yeah. It's like, well, what do you suggest we do? I'm gonna let Tex take the lead here.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
I know.
It really isn't.
It'll be funny.
You're right. Shit, I don't really know though. I
Eldritch
don't want to
Blast.
start a full-on fight because we're not in a good position for that right now.
Man, it's like you guys didn't take advantageous positioning when I asked how you wanted to approach.
Well, we weren't approaching to fight.
That's fair.
I
mean,
think
we could
should
back
just
off and
leave it for now.
We could back off and shoot him from afar if you want to do that. I don't say that-
Reposition.
Exactly.
No, I think we have more pressing matters on the hand.
Yeah. Just a couple of pirates. They're not anything compared to the.
Do I have anything though that could be annoying? I mean, I have minor illusion.
I just want to.
I could just like have some sort of creatures scuttle towards the ship if we're out of sight.
Or even better. You want to cast banishment on one of them?
I don't want to waste a spell slot.
It's fine.
God.
I can get them. I can get them back during a short rest.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Well, I
just
can too.
So yeah, you guys couldn't just rest at your location.
yeah, just be annoying and like just banishment, just and then leave.
Banish and leave. Where'd Dale go?
the fuck out of here
I
and
can
go
make
to
it.
the
I can
mega
also.
gay zone.
I actually do have meta magic stuff from a feat that I have where I can make it 2 minutes in instead of 1. So just 2 minutes. Bye. How much is banishments? How far are we from them?
You are right now probably about 50 feet from them. You're coming out of the tree line, and there's like a small clearing where they crashed. It seemed to be a controlled crash, so they aimed for this spot. It's a nice little open area.
Perfect. They are within range.
I think we should just go.
All right.
I'll be the voice of reason here.
All right.
You guys basically continue on the path. You can see the two on top with their rifles are tracking you as you just go. They're keeping an eye, like watching you as you just pass by. And then
Does tech
as you-
flip them off?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm gonna flip them off. Like, bitch, have fun with your dragon ship.
As you guys get in the farther distance, you hear a shot go off in a tree a decent bit behind you get hit, but like you're at this point 700 feet away and the shot's like 300 feet
missed.
behind you.
Wait, Elliot turns around and then like, you could see me?
You assume by how far off they were, they can't, and they're just trying to annoy you. But you guys, you guys continue on your path. And as you get closer, you guys, it's now about like 1 a.m. midday. You see this stone structure.
1 a.m.
1 p.m. Sorry.
Damn.
About 1
out all
a.m.
night.
midday. No. You guys get to the location. It seems to be a very similar stone structure to what the one you see on Lasarth. Sort of tall pillars, towers with this heavier brick stone. But this one is built into the ground, and you can kind of tell. You don't know how deep it was built into the ground, but it definitely looks like more of the ground has risen up around it. There is a platform that's kind of dusty and like covered in stone, and you see one of those stone obelisks you saw in Lasarth on it with that same sort of flat-faced dial you've seen before. There's the same gem in the center and all the rings around it, but it does look dull. It doesn't look like it's glowing with the runes, you know.
Maybe they were dumb and used the same password for everything.
If you say that out loud, Vractorum just goes, I don't think they use the same password, but I think it's the same problem we had on the Sarth where it does not have any energy. We might have to repower it ourselves again.
Well,
Cracks fingers.
Yeah.
Gotta go do
gotta
that
do
work.
that work. It requires the magical power, right?
The magical power.
The magical thing that we like just blasting it with magic like we did
Oh,
last time.
yeah, that's what she's saying. It needs that read boost to open the door.
What was the last how high of a spell slot did I use last time? Like 4th?
I don't remember, thus you don't remember.
Alright, fine. Alright, yeah, that's fair point.
I do have a goal, but this is a different structure, so it has a different level and different things about it. But you choose, and from there I'll tell you how well you did.
I'll do a 5th level spell slot just to be safe. If we take a short rest, I can get it
Alright.
back. Yeah.
I need you to roll me a I guess attack roll basically with advantage because it's still, but roll me an attack roll and see how well you do.
Hold on. 28.
Yeah, okay.
Goddamn.
The target DC was going to be 15, so
I have a plus
Almost
10 to spell
doubled that
attacks,
shit.
and I
Okay.
rolled an 18.
nice. So basically, yeah, you put your hand on it. You have like that moment of energy rush around you straight into the pedestal, and you just see the runes glow down the side, kind of like falling water, and the door. There's it's sort of like almost temple-esque, like all their other styles, where there's this big brick pillars on either side, and it kind of builds up this nice little rooftop that's sort of rounded stone, sort of like a bowling ball on top of it. And there's this door that kind of splits open, cranks to the side like an iris of a camera, and is opened up. Vractorum goes, "You're getting pretty good at that," and starts walking down the stairs.
Thank you.
Cranking 90s.
Cranking 90s. What you see is when you go down there is a long corridor. This seems to be similar layouts to one you've seen in the past, especially Lasarth. This seems to be built around the same time as that one in Lasarth, or at least based off of it. and it's a long stretch, probably a 10 by 10 tunnel. There is a large stone door at the end that doesn't seem to be locked in any meaningful way, and there's a bunch of smaller doors across the way. There's probably like 12 rooms in total.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't
I
it?
don't know. My brain blacked out there for a second, and my brain did not comprehend anything you said. I just was paying attention. I promise.
There's a lot of doors and one at the end, basically. The one on the end looks fancier, though.
I wanna check
You
out the
wanna?
fancy one.
Well, if it's at the end, you want to take a peek into the rooms as we're going up there?
Sure. If there's any language that is written, I can read it even if it's not in common.
Oh, okay. So you can just okay. That's very
Warlocks.
useful and helps ruins a lot of the secrets of this place.
Well,
Um,
that's my one in Eldritch Invocation.
Nice.
Eyes of the Rune
Oh yeah,
Keeper. I
you're
can
right.
read
It does
any
happen.
written language.
So actually, as you're walking down this room, as you bring light sources, you can see there's a lot of songs on the walls. There's different lyrics, and there's some songs that are just notes. Now you can't read notes, and the only person here that'd be I don't know. Do any of you have any proficiency in music, any sort of instrument?
I do not.
I have no idea.
Doubt it.
I could try.
No, you have to have the proficiency in it, Kaylin.
Oh, never mind.
You have to have like your character know it, which might.
No.
Okay. I doubt Bractorum does. I don't think she did anything with that crap.
I have alchemy supplies,
Crap. Are
and
you
that
calling
is it.
music crap?
I am as the bard in the other campaign.
Says the person who was in the theater program.
Well, he wasn't acting.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Elliot.
Or singing. I was the tech guy.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Imagine being in the science fair.
And the
Oof.
class president for 2 years.
Exactly.
What a nerd.
Only
I qualify.
nerds do that kind of stuff.
So you guys basically you walking around here, you kind of see there's just a bunch of different lyrics. Anyone that doesn't speak Primordial doesn't know. You see Bractorum's actually like reading through it, writing some of it down. It seems to be songs of her people, sort of not like pop songs, but more like national anthems or just folklore songs and things like that. Stuff that they'd share for generations. If you peek into rooms, there seems to actually be stuff left over here. There's like old wooden tables or bookshelves and things. A lot of it is tarnished, but there are some scattered items that could be of interest and a lot of coins as well.
Money.
Mostly silver. There's oddly enough not much gold.
Oh. Well, now I'm sad.
Do you want to check any rooms or do you want to go to that main down corridor?
What does everyone else want to do?
Nice.
All right, we're going to the main corridor.
Yeah, sorry, I was
Alright.
doing something, so.
Yeah, you guys walk
No.
straight down. You basically go to this door. It seems to be like it's supposed to be locked, but it's not functional right now. So you kind of have to budge it, push it hard, and you swing this door open. What you see in the center of this room, there are 3 pedestals, 3 stone pedestals, and like pedestals hanging from the ceiling, the exact matching. There are these shields, some sort of force around it, a light blue glow. And there are items in each of these pedestals. The first item is what looks to be like it looks like a bracelet. It has like wrought iron that kind of moves around like a bracelet. But it's very large. It's like almost 6 inches in diameter. Wouldn't really fit in any of y'all's wrist. You do notice that the metal is, it doesn't look like the rest of the metal you've seen used on in a lot of the primordial stuff. It seems a little bit newer, but still rusty. A little rusty. There is what seems to be the hilt of a sword. It kind of sticks, it has like a pommel, which is like spherical, a handle that has some form of leather binding, as well as 2 blade guards, I guess you have, but there's no blade to it. It's made of that
Call it a
same
crossguard.
crossguard. Well, I don't care. Made of that same sort of almost rusty metal. And the last one seems to be the framework of a shield. Like there was, like if you had a wooden shield, where there's wood, there's nothing, but it's a framework of it.
It's the Master Sword.
There are 2 other things. There is one wall that is just blank, bare, empty, But on the other side, there is on like almost a bronze plaque, a song, a music sheet written down. I will send that one in chat for you guys.
Yeah, because Elliot could probably just translate it to us.
Elliot, you know music sheets?
No.
I'm about to say.
Oh.
There's one in chat for you.
I can read language, but I can't read music notes.
Yeah. So yeah, because it doesn't come out to a language. That is the music sheet you see written on the wall. It's a very long, but you're not entirely sure of what it is or what it's there for.
Sorry.
Huh?
I'm trying to actually read it.
I don't know. I don't know how notes work. I don't know if they actually like go in tone by height. I think there's several different
Yes.
tones on different heights, but I'm not sure.
The higher up it is, well, the higher the sound of the note is.
Oh. I didn't think it was that simple.
Yeah.
I thought it had different tones. I haven't
No.
played an instrument for years though, so.
And like certain note symbols are like how fast it
Mhm.
is. Like my favorite one, the semi-heavy quaver. It was just a and it looks fucking ridiculous.
I need to double check. I want to make sure Vrectorum doesn't have anything about music skills. Nope. And you have no other NPCs with you.
Nope.
All right. So what do you want to do in this room? You have those 3 items behind some form of force field, and you have this sheet of music.
While they're doing anything, I would like to take some time to cast detect magic into ritual.
Okay. Yeah, you guys do that. Before that happens, anyone else want to do anything particular?
I'm good.
You're just gonna wait for her to detect magic?
Yup.
All right. So after about I think it's 10 minutes for you. You basically sit up and you see it's the same traces you've seen as last time. Looking at the actual pedestals, there is an excess amount of energy flowing out of these. It is like glowing bright, almost like a lantern. But you have those sort of like ribbon traces in the walls leading from those to the blank wall. It goes behind the blank wall and it fades away from your vision. There is 2 extra cables from those 3 going to the music chart and another one going to a spot in the wall that's just sitting there. It's just in the wall. Vrectorum asks, what are you saying?
I relay that to her.
She goes, There, it would seem as if the lock is tied to this music.
Well, shit. Do we have anybody who knows how to play an instrument?
Oh, I wish Tim was here. I don't know if their character knows how to play music.
Wait, Elliot.
Ah.
Oh wait, if you don't know how to read it, I was thinking like Mind Illusion makes sound, can't it?
It can, but you'd have to know the sound yourself.
Yeah, you have
Which-
to know how to play it. Shit.
How about I know what song it is. So if you would like to give it a try with Minor Illusion making a flute sound or something or like an instrument and like kind of hum it out to me, I will see if you're close enough to let it work.
I'm trying to remember my so far right now.
All right, 1 second. I want to see if Kyle, I want to see if you're able to read this music. Do not say anything about what it is if you know what it is.
Kyle, tell me.
Do not tell Autumn. Do not tell anyone.
Swear to God, if it's a Rickroll, I'm gonna kill you.
That would have been so good. I so should have done that. That would have been so funny.
It would.
Oh, I missed my opportunity, man, to Rickroll everyone. Because I could even set it up in my webcam so it would play the Rickroll.
That's wonderful. God, it's been so long since I've played music.
All right, that should be enough time for him to read it. What are you guys interested in trying? What do you want to do? Not recognizing the tune? Dang.
Let's see.
D D D D D.
You better not be using any outside resources, Kaelin.
I need to see the numbers.
No, you can't. That's cheating. Your character doesn't know that.
I need letters.
Your character doesn't know that. Your characters don't know what letters it is.
No, but this is for me personally.
Well, you better not say anything about what it is, okay? Can't use in-game knowledge. What's the plan, y'all? What do you want to do?
I'm looking to see if I had any spells that could help us, like, learn. Like, if I
Learn
had it.
music?
Unfortunately, I don't have it. I could have just said contact the plane. Hey, God!
Just like, what's this song? What are you talking about?
I can wait. If it's contact the plane, I can literally contact my ear. Like, hey, bro.
No, I'm gonna
So-
figure this out on my own.
So Kiana pulls out a piece of pen and paper and starts furiously trying to figure this out.
Leah
Varactorum.
has to go to bed.
All right, have a good night, Leah.
Good night, guys.
It's a
Bye,
lullaby.
Varactorum sets it up and begins to like take a piece of chalk, going up and down it, getting a full print of it out.
D D D.
Hmm.
D. A.
My music on my knowledge music, because like I forget how fast some of the
G.
notes go together.
This does not seem to have a tempo built into it. Or it doesn't tell you the tempo it is, that is, at least.
No, it doesn't. Well, it's 4/4, so, but the tempo.
Well, the beats per minute, I should say.
E.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes back to D.
Varactorum looking at it says, basically just, this isn't a song I know. This isn't a song that they played often in our day. If it is one at all, it might have been created specifically for this dungeon.
Well, the first section, the first bit of it gets lower each time, so the sound goes lower each time.
You mean the fourth note drops?
No. I mean like the first note segment. I forget what that one's called. Damn it! I should have paid attention to music class in elementary school.
Hang on.
A puzzle to stump the party. Just throw a music sheet at them. Whoa!
That's in a party's defense. This is not a typical third grader puzzle.
Yeah. But if you guys had any sort of music knowledge, you would have known what it is, basically. You could read it.
Hang on.
Sadly, none of you
Oh.
took proficiency in the lyre. Did you download a piano app? Kaelin,
What?
you can't play it out loud. You don't have that in game. Stop it. You guys need to find someone to learn it probably, or to show you it, basically.
No, leave me alone.
Then mute. You can't play it to everyone else. Do you guys want to see head back to the town that Kiulana's from, or do you want to try to find a town nearby?
One nearby would probably be better.
All right. Or do you want to take a chance and ask one of the pirates for help?
No.
I want to kill them.
That's fair. So yeah, you guys basically, you're like, we have everything we need to learn more about it. Varactorum actually has it written down on a sheet to make a music sheet itself. And she kind of, words are hard. She's like, we can speak to someone in a nearby town. Do you know of any towns close by? Preferably one that has some form of tavern. M turns to her and is like, yeah, there should be a through town up the mountain a little bit, somewhere where a lot of travelers go by. I imagine there's a tavern with some form of bard. We can go there. And that is her suggestion.
It's a good suggestion. Meaning I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys continue on the way. I'm not gonna make it take up too much time because walking takes a lot of time.
If we pass by the pirates again, just like
No, I know what it is.
Don't say it because you're cheating.
oh, she's laughing, which is funny.
Don't say it. You cheated. You don't get to know.
Oh no.
Kaden, you son of a freak.
I mean, I
Ew.
suggested that it could have been a Rickroll.
It's not a Rickroll.
Kyle,
I
do you
really
know
missed
what
my
It's
it
not a
opportunity.
Rick.
Kyle
it's
did not-
worse.
Kyle-
It's worse.
How
Kyle
is
says-
it worse?
Worse.
Is it Weezer?
It's
No.
worse.
Okay, guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
it.
am
Somebody
worried about
say Weezer?
You
No, do you know what's really funny though? Can I just say something funny about the notes I was trying to figure out? I forgot sharps and flats. I'm like, no, wait a second. It's not just like D4 or D5. It's sharps. I'm like, oh, that's right. In between, because I played piano, so I'm like trying to remember the sharps. And then as soon as I like went faster and had like a little bit of a rhythm in like 4/4, I was like, wait a second.
Is it a
Okay.
meme or is it an actual song?
Me.
No, you guys don't get it.
I'm-
You guys don't
no,
get to know.
No, we're not going anywhere. No, that's it. That's about it.
Damn.
That's all I'm gonna say. I was struggling, and I was like, oh, wait a second. No, that's a sharp. Anyways, go on.
All right, so yeah, you guys begin on
We're figuring this out tonight, so I can bully Kaden on Wednesday.
But I am.
What?
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, Galen. You guys basically load up your stuff, hike it on up. It's about an hour walk. It's not very far from here, but it is a smaller town. As you get closer, it has two gates. It's kind of built in like this crevice of the mountain that has a nice flat stretch. And then on either side, there's easy travel, basically. It's a good separation between the mountains. You go in there. It's a long one-strip road with a couple of off-roads that seem to go to houses mostly. On the main drag, you do see a tavern, though. It is probably, whoa, words are hard. I'm having a stroke.
I noticed.
It's a smaller tavern. It only probably has like 5 or 6 rooms in total. It has a little green sign outside that just says "in" on it in like a very calligraphy style text, just not extremely fancy. But you do think you can hear some music, something like flute playing.
Go get them! Is it the same? Is it a song?
Can Kilanis miraculously learn how to play piano?
No.
Ah!
One second. I need to mute stream. I need to mute real fast
No,
to make sure I'm
I
hearing something
didn't
properly.
mean to.
Right, we are back.
Can say where the road goes.
Why didn't you block that kid?
I haven't messaged him, so I'd never thought like we never talked, so I thought maybe I
Oh.
didn't really need to worry about it.
Block him.
Yeah, I would just nip it at the bud, Kalen.
Do it now!
My penis.
I'll nip your penis at the
Oh,
bud.
Okay, so you guys hear a flute going off. Do you go inside?
Yay.
All right. You walk in, you see what seems to be a very classic bard. They seem to be elven in nature. They're playing on a flute, and you can just hear they're playing a nice slow song while people are having some dinner, chatting, drinking. You come in, no one really pays any mind to you. It seems very natural for travelers to come through here, especially random people. What do you do?
I go
I'm
up
gonna
to
go
the
find
bard.
go up to the bard.
All right. You walk up. The bard kind of like looks at you while playing the note and just like is playing, just like nods his head.
You're musically inclined. Can you help us out with something when you're finished?
He just like kind of pulls the flute down. He's like, I guess I could help you. I'm a bard though. What are you looking for?
Activate turn. The sheet, please.
Vrectorum pulls out her little tiny music sheet. It's a very large, and he's like, oh my, quite the large taste. And pulls it out, looks it over, kind of reads it up and down, kind of like, Rini is like, okay, this is a very, This is a song. What's up? What about it? What do you need this song for?
We don't know how to read it, and we need to know what kind of music it plays. Basically, we're not musically
pay you.
inclined.
He's like, you text, you go, I'll pay you. He looks at you and was like, I think you got yourself a deal. He's like, give me a minute here. I'll learn it and I'll play it for you. Hey, you know
Because
the way to
if
get him in.
Tex hears it, then they can play it with Minor Illusion.
That's fair.
The thing.
Yeah.
I want to get a
Um,
specific one to be really funny to play on the my Go XLR.
Wait, can I play?
No, you may
I
not.
want to play
You may
it.
not. It needs to be the specific one I have.
I
Ah,
just
If
can't. I
If
can't
it's a
believe
meme
it.
song, I'm gonna kill you because that means your primordials are memers.
Canon.
Shit posting since 5,000 years ago.
So
It started a sandstorm.
he sits down.
That's their hone.
He sits down. He starts reading over it, kind of like tapping his chin, writing some notes down on it. And you see him. He like starts drumming. He goes, what would it be? And he's like,
I'm
okay,
stupid.
okay. What's up?
I'm stupid. I don't know.
He's
It's
like, he basically goes, okay. After about like 20 to 30 minutes, he plays some notes. He plays fragment sections. You guys don't really recognize anything. It doesn't sound like anything you know. And after that time, he kind of turns to you. He's like, okay, I think I've gotten it.
I
Is
see
there a
you
way to
setting up your sound thing.
I'm trying to. I want to see if there's a way to slow it down because it doesn't make sense for it to be fast. But I don't think there is.
You can just say that it's slower, or if you're playing it off of YouTube,
Where the heck is
slow
my
down the speed
pen?
on it in YouTube.
I'm not playing it off of YouTube, which sucks, but I wish my Go XLR doesn't have any sort of like slow this down thing for it. So after a minute, he's like, how much are you going to pay him, by the way, Tex?
I'm gonna ask him how 25 gold sounds.
He's like, that is a fair deal for me. Someone finally respects talent. He takes your 25 gold and he's like, well, here goes nothing. Ready to be impressed?
Press the wrong button. Oh my god.
It's on flute though. It's on flute. I couldn't get the stupid recorder working. The dumb recorder version.
Yeah.
Basically just that.
Kill you. I'm coming to your house right now.
I know where you live.
I oversaved the other one, but it literally just said Megalovania on the top of it. I thought that's too funny not to. But yeah, he plays Megalovania for you. Oh, I closed down my Google Tabs. Dang it. Let me see. Yeah, Kyle just goes, I hate it.
Yeah, I too.
I'm proud that I
Yeah.
figured it out.
You guys get it down. Tex, you'd pay very close attention to it, and you think you can get it down with a minor illusion.
Here.
What?
I shade it here.
You guys start your journey back, continue on your way, and when you get back down there, you kind of walk up to this display, and Tex, you kind of just like focus it out. You start playing the music. You see there seems to be a sort of shimmer that starts shining across the board as you play Megalovania. And after a moment that full note go through, you hear a large click and stone grinding as you look behind you, and the wall that was empty actually opens up to be a hidden door.
Oh.
Do you enter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you walk in there, this seems to be a like private office almost. There is an odd contraption on the wall. It seems to be made of a form of bronze copperish piping. It seems more recent. It still seems old. Like it's rusted just like the items on it. But there is an array. There's like, you guys know a light switch box. You know how it's like a little plastic tube basically. There seems to be those made of copper, but in each one there is a lever and a button.
I want to push the lever.
Well, let me explain it before you do, because it's very important how you mess with it. All of those lead into another tube that has like 12 different little digits on them that all glow in a blue light. And it's all connected to like this almost boiler engine. Not really using steam though. It seems to be magically enhanced somehow. And there's scattered and tattered notes. However, one of the notes you see in there has a drawing of the sword hilt thing you saw. The language is pre-primordial again, but it is very torn and damaged that it would take someone a long time to kind of piece back together and figure out what it says.
Ding, here I go with mending.
it would still take you a while because even then some of the pages are missing. But what you see, there are 6 levers in total, laid out in 3 up top, 3 on the bottom. The first one has the lever up, second one lever up, third one lever up, fourth, and then 4th, 5th, 6th, all down. The buttons also have a push in and out function. The first one is in, second one's out, third one's in, fourth one's out, 5th one's out, 6th one's out. I have no way to make this as easy as possible, except for that. And on the dial, there are 6 out of 12 things marked. Like bubbles ticked, basically.
I think my brain is just not working today because every time you speak, I hear it, but my brain does not receive it.
I will send this in chat for you.
Okay.
I'm going to have to remove... Oh, no, don't do that. Yeah, do that.
Oh no.
I have the guide here. This is what you see. But you do not know what these mean.
I mean, we could just pull a slimesicle and say, I'm going to push random buttons until this puzzle solves itself.
Well, just remember,
don't
there
think
has
we're
been
gonna do that.
explosions in the past.
I'm gonna ask Bracturum.
Bracturum goes,
Like,
this is not something I've seen before. This sort of metal we never used. This is something native to this planet. This is not something... I guess it was the same planet, but this is something native to the planet that we never used in construction. This is new, recent.
so the first lever's flipped.
First 3 levers are flipped. The last 3 are not. 2, 4, 5, and 6 buttons are pushed in. The other 2 are not.
Hmm. Six levers, 6 buttons. And the problem, this isn't a Skyrim puzzle where I can just keep flipping the levers and,
Yeah.
figure it out. No. I don't want to explode. Well,
I sort of want to explode.
no.
Just a little bit.
Does there seem to be any, correlation with, do the buttons seem to, levers or...
So it seems that in each unit, there's 6 units in total. Each
Mhm.
unit, there's a button and a lever. So they seem connected in some way.
I want to investigate the lever thing that has the lever flipped and the button pushed.
Um,
I'm looking to
One
see
second.
if the button's pushed,
lever
not
flipped
able to-
and button push. So number 2. So you
Yeah.
look at it and the lever is flipped and the button is pushed on it.
well, yeah, that's why I chose that one.
Yeah. So what are you looking at for it?
Is it does it seem to have some kind of way that I know, oh fuck, I threw my pen. Is it, oh, this is good, this is, activate this right? Is there anything in this room to indicate some kind of pattern that we need to follow?
They are all connected to a dial, or not a dial,
Okay.
like a gauge, and the gauge has 6 blue glowing indicators, sort of like a sound system, almost like how it has the bars. 6 of them are glowing. It goes
equalizer?
up to 12.
Or
but-
what's it called?
Kind of an equalizers, but it's 6 dials and not a full line. The old style ones. But
Yeah.
6 of them are glowing. It goes up to 12, it seems.
Okay. So my take on it is that if we Okay, so you said 6 of them are glowing.
Yes.
I want to just do a quick test. I want to push the button that's at the one that I'm at. Like,
You want to
it,
push
like,
the
out.
button.
Push
Yeah.
it to the limit.
Like, see if, like, if I push it again, does it push out?
Yes, if you push it in, it pops out. Right when you do that, though, you see the dial. I need to think about this real fast. Jumps up to 10. And you
Do we
hear the
hear anything
machine.
that's-
The machine starts whirring and making noise.
Is it a good sounding noise or a bad sounding noise?
You're a robot. It sounds stressed.
I'm gonna say, don't fuck with this shit.
Push it again.
You also, if anyone's in the other room, you see the force fields around the items begin to glow brighter.
Okay, yeah, unpush that button or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
You
pushing
push
that
it back
button
in. It drops it back down to 6 in total, and the machine begins to softly quiet down.
So don't get it up.
Dang.
No, up means bad. I look at text, right?
My assumptions, yes.
Okay. As long as we figure, so maybe we have to get it all the way to the bottom because it's equalized right now. 4 of those buttons are pushed, and it jumped up to 10. Okay. I really like. I'm trying to be cautious because I don't want to explode.
Fair.
But I want to know. So that's what happens when you do buttons. Okay, buttons make. I don't have how to disconnect him in this server. Fuck.
You have no power here.
I know. We have that power though.
Oh my god.
Don't let Autumn lose her train of thought. No.
Okay. If no.
Whoa.
So I wonder. I don't want to pull that lever then because that one seems.
Pull the lever, crunk.
But I want to know what pulling a lever would do.
Okay. Do you want to pull one of the levers of an item of a button not pressed?
Yes.
So you go up to lever 1. It
Okay.
is.
The lever one was what I was thinking.
Yeah. You flip the lever. Nothing seems to happen. The dial doesn't move up. There's no new sound added.
Okay. What happens then if I push the button on that one?
What does this button?
You go up,
Exactly.
you push the button, and the dial actually ends up dropping down. It goes down to 2. And the engine begins to get quieter. There's no like movement in it. There's no hissing, and it seems like calming down.
Okay. So that's we're getting somewhere. So my thing is maybe if a lever is down, then pushing the button will make it go down. Now the question is, I don't
I feel
know if
like
this is right or not.
I feel like we're playing Portal.
Yes. But so if it goes, you said it went down to how far?
It went down to 2. 2 out of 12.
Okay. So it seems like both instances the button has made it go down by 4 or just by 4. So God, this is too late for me to be doing brain shit. Okay. Because we have to be careful with our experimentation. So if I then flip that lever, am I able to flip that lever?
If you flip the lever,
Mm-hmm.
so right when you do that, you see the gauge start going up, and it hits the top,
I pull back down.
and then it slowly comes back down as the engine makes a lot more noise in the background.
I'm like, okay, so you keep those levers down. I'm just gonna start going around. I would like to. Okay, so the one that I pushed, unpushed. Wait a minute. Okay, so the one button is pushing. The one number 2, right, has it pulled up and pushed in.
Yes.
What happens if I pull that one down?
You see, I changed how the puzzle, I have the puzzle working in a particular way, and I have no way to show you how it works beyond this. So it goes down and it goes low. I'm going to add in, there's all of a sudden a dial below it that it goes
What the
lower past to 2.
Where'd
There's
where'd
still,
this come from?
I forgot to do something that shows you that how it would work. So if you guys kept going, it would just not function any proper way. I missed something. I made this puzzle myself. Okay.
I noticed.
So it goes down and it goes below into like a it starts going into like a darker blue territory, the lights almost, but it goes into a second dial.
Okay, so it seems like we might need to equalize them. How many does it go down by?
You
Negative
unpush.
blank.
Actually, oops, nope, it went up. Sorry, that thing still exists because you can go below, but it went up to
Okay.
it went back up to 6. No,
Okay.
8. I can math.
Uh-huh.
I think we need it to equalize it. Like somehow we need to hit straight in the center.
5.
We're going on a
So
trip.
I'm going to reflip that lever then to keep it at 2.
Okay.
Man, my penis is like massive.
Can I see?
Oh,
Lever lever 3,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
It's flipped.
It is flipped, but the button is not pressed.
Yes, I want to keep that unpressed. I want to unflip it.
Nothing seems to happen.
And are these like across the room from each other, or like are they?
They're
all
they're on one panel, row of 3, just so it's nice and easy to access. It looks like.
Nothing happened. I don't want to push the button because I feel like that would be not smart. Kaden, how close am I to being right with my train of thought? Help me. out here.
You seem pretty accurate. You just need to figure out what each item does, essentially, what the lever does, what the button does. That's what you need to figure out, and I think you can get this easy.
Okay.
I did make that hard on you though, to figure out what they do. Exactly.
Yeah,
But we will see.
because there is the threat of boom.
True. That's not why I made it hard on you.
Kaden, why do you threaten us with boom?
Because it's more fun. It makes it less. Well, I'm gonna do this,
you-
and that.
Are you
Except-
sawing us right now?
No, I'm making it so you actually have to think about the puzzle. I'm making it so you guys think about the puzzle and don't just start flipping things. What can I say?
Okay.
Well, that's what
So we're
Cha-
currently at 2,
Jigsaw does.
right?
You're at
So
2
I-
currently. Yes.
I kept lever 3 flipped, right?
Yes.
Unflipped. Is it unflipped right now?
It is unflipped currently.
Okay, and nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Let's go with 6.
6.
I
Okay.
wanna unpush that button, and if it starts rising too high, I'm gonna push it back in.
You're going to unpush that button.
Yes, and if it starts rising
So
too high,
it goes
I'm
up to 6 and stops.
gonna... Okay. Fun. I'm gonna open a fucking notepad document.
I'm gonna write a bad review on Yelp. Bad. I'm kidding.
So that went up by 4. Okay. So I'm going to then. So I have it written down on lever 6, unflipped, unpushed, up by 4.
Lever 6,
Maybe.
unpushed, unflipped. Yes.
Okay. All right, so
I'm
we're
sorry if you can
gonna.
hear my dog.
Nah, it's fine.
Bark.
We're gonna reset those levers then to put it back to 2.
Okay.
Let's go to lever 5 then. It's unflipped.
Unflipped button
happens-
is pushed in though.
Yes, I want to unpush that one then.
It drops to -4.
Oops. So unflipped, unpushed, and it was on
Uns-
2.
unce-
so it moved to
uncensored.
so down by 6. All right. All right. So then, what happens then if I flip the lever?
On 5,
Yes.
it goes up to 2.
So are levels 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom row?
Yes, it that's just how it's numbered, yeah.
Okay. Because I'm wondering if the levers and buttons on each row do something do like the opposite of what's on the top row. So flipped unpushed is up by 6. Reset those so they're back to everything's back to
Back
2.
to 2. Okay.
The original one, lever 6 that then. Keep that button. Alright.
Pushed in and unflipped.
Yeah, so what happens if I flip it then?
If you flip it, it goes down to -4. So
Okay.
let's get onto the same page real fast. I don't think I took the correct notes. I'm gonna real quick redo the math. Level 1 was flipped and unpushed. Lever 2 was pushed and flipped. Let me real quick space
It's
this
in
out.
general.
Oh, that's the base one though. That's where we started, which we started at 6. Do you want to go back to
Wait.
6?
Based.
No. Okay, keep it
Yeah.
as it is right now.
I need to redo the math then real fast. That's that. Press okay. Okay. Yeah, I have it all written down properly now.
Okay, so it's flipped and pushed, put it to what?
Which
From
one?
2. The 6th lever.
Flipped and pushed. If you just flip the lever, it takes it up to down to -4, sorry.
Okay, we're at 2, so okay. And then if I unpush that button.
It goes back up to 2.
Y'all got any inputs? Because my brain I think is starting to hurt.
I don't know.
Vrectorum walks up when you say that. And she's like,
DMX Machina.
I'm going to let her make an intelligence check and a luck check, basically. Not terrible. And there's no such thing as just luck, sadly, for her.
Roll a D100.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's more fun. So she walks up, she kind of flips a lever, see it goes up to a certain number, flips it down, and pops back. She flips another one, does it again. She's like, this lever either adds or subtracts the same number, whatever it is. So I think each of these have a bound number to it.
Uh-huh.
She'll flip certain ones and they're 0. She's like, I don't know. She presses a button, it goes up, flips lever, it goes back down and up. She's like, I think each of these boxes have a certain number to them per se, and the button up adds it or subtracts it. The lever decides if it's positive or negative. If that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So in order for depending on which way the lever's facing,
it makes the number positive or negative, and the button
Yes.
applies it.
Okay. Okay. So then
So
I think it's
she resets it back to 6, basically, which I think is what I have now. I'm just gonna.
then.
Nah, I
Okay.
don't have the numbers.
So if we're at 6, I think would it be a maybe not a horrible idea would be to make them all, if being up near the top is bad, maybe being down near the bottom isn't horrible, so we could flip all the levers down and then press each button and see what number is applied to it.
Okay, so you flip them all down so they're all negative and press each button. It goes off the charts to 12, and you start hearing it just like start chugging like a dying engine.
Right? Okay. So I don't want to press all of them, it's just one at a
Oh,
time.
one at a time? Okay, sure.
Yeah, no,
uh,
one at a time, so I can figure out
Sure.
what lever has what number applied to with each button. If they're all in the same direction,
Fair thing.
then I know what to know what the
So
number
you're
is.
at
We'll start with 1.
welcome slime. You're at 6 right now. You press the
Okay,
first
yeah.
one. If they're all down. Actually, if they're all down, you're not at 6. 1 second.
Okay. Then
Yeah, it goes off the charts. Again,
Okay.
because the ones you have are over 12.
well, if it's all applied, then I feel like so if it completely unpowered, like undo any inputs, the button applies it, right?
Mhm.
Unpush the buttons then.
All the buttons? Sure thing. You unpush them all, and the machine goes silent. You hear the force fields kind of die out.
Okay. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but all right. So now that the buttons are all unpushed,
Eh,
we're gonna start
Autumn.
slowly. What?
That's a way to solve the puzzle.
Oh. Fuck off.
That's one way, or you could just add up numbers so they equal 0. But
Oh.
you don't know the numbers,
But
so
that's what I was trying to do.
yeah. But you did it in a way that unlocks it.
I'm like, I look at everyone. Success.
That's one of my favorite things to add in a puzzle, just to fail safe. Like, just do the thing. Okay. You guys walk out, and you see where the pedestals were holding items. All the items seem to have come flat on the pedestals, and their guards seem to be gone.
Well, are they magical? Did I see that they were magical when I detect magic on them?
When you
Is it
did
at
detect
all?
magic, you couldn't really tell. It was so overwhelming because the force field around it was pure magic, basically. So you
Okay.
couldn't really see through it.
All right, hold on. First level spell slot. Are they magical?
Yes, they are. They have traces of magic.
All right. I look at Rector. I'm like, do you mind if I take those back to Haas and everything so we can see what's up with them?
Vrector was like, please do. Those don't look like my sort of technology to me. This seems to be an adaptation by someone.
Just
Right when you touch it, you get an instant flash in your head of feeling like you're floating in an empty void and seeing
Wait a
this large decaying corpse with
Wait a
like
minute.
bloodied chest wounds and everything like that. This sort of almost like goat head sort of thing, and just like floating in this void, curled up, sort of forming ice. But it's like these flashes of different places zoomed in on this face of this like bloated creature, and you come back out.
What the heck, Caden?
I'm just like, what? Like, hey, Rector.
She goes,
Do you know anything that's in like a weird void that's kind of like a decaying corpse that has a goat head?
excuse me? No, what?
Want to touch it and see?
she like looks at you. She doesn't really get it, but as she touch it, she like, you see that she closes her eyes and pulls away, and she's like, oh my gosh, oh, what was that?
I don't know. I thought maybe you would know.
I do not know of anything like that.
All right. Well, let's get some cloth and wrap
Nice
these
one,
up.
slime. Sure. Anyone else want to touch it?
No, I'm good.
You sure, Tex?
What happens if I
yeah,
did?
okay.
Kaylin, you want to touch it?
I guess.
Kaylin, you touch it. You don't see anything.
Okay.
What?
All right.
What? Is there something wrong with Zio?
Well, remember, you, Zio, and Vraktorum both saw it.
Yeah.
Capellia goes up, touches it, doesn't see anything.
Am I okay?
Tex, do they tell us that they don't see anything? Like, did you see
Capellia?
anything?
Yeah, Capellia just
Yeah.
goes, I don't see anything.
Dex, can you touch this quickly? Nothing's
do I
gonna
get out
happen to
of
you. I'll pay you.
How much?
I'll give you 10 gold.
15.
Fine.
I'm gonna touch it.
So yeah, Tex, you walk up to this sort of hilted blade. You touch it, and again, you get this flash of vision. But you don't see a floating void. You don't see any sort of thing like that. Instead, you actually see what seems to be more of a cozier workshop. Something with like older reclaimed metal, some like robotics almost. What seems to be actually the system that you guys were messing with, that sort of coppery pipes and everything like that. It seems to be like a workshop of someone working on it. You see a figure. They have a gray skin tone. You can only see their hands though. They're like wearing a cloak with their hood up. And they're messing with some valves and stuff, like twisting it. And then you just like see a couple flashes of this room and it goes out.
What'd you see?
Huh.
Indeed, Demetrius.
Not a goat thing. I explain what you said
Okay.
because I'm not repeating that word for word.
Yeah.
Fair.
I'm like, Vector, did you see the same thing that I saw?
She's like, I saw a goat thing. Yes, some sort of
Oh.
bloated mass of in a
Okay.
void.
Yeah, okay. I give Tex the money.
Thanks.
God.
I
Exactly.
pressed the wrong button.
What did you want to press?
I keep forgetting that I use my numpad for soundpad. And-
You were typing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start writing down everything that we saw. So like, Kulana, Palia, nothing. Tex, workshop with a gray-skinned figure working on copper pipes, and then me and Vectorum, weird goat demon thing. I'm like,
Beelzebub.
it could be Beelzebub. And then I wrap it up. Palia, Bama.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so
You don't
wrap
want
up.
to. You don't want to mess with them at all beyond that. You know.
I would rather bring it back to Haas.
Sure thing. Yeah.
and
You
Centrum.
guys basically wrap it up. You put it in your little satchel. Do you just exit back out and head back to the
I'll be
place,
right
or
back.
anything else you want to do?
Well, these force fields, right? So this that machine powered the force fields to those things,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes,
Okay,
that's what you can assume.
Okay. Was there anything else that we saw? Did we
As
check
of
the side rooms?
Magic Quest. You did not check any of the side rooms.
Tex, do you want to check the side rooms?
Yeah.
All right, let's go check out the side rooms.
Sure thing. There's about 12. If you guys want, I'll just give you like the full list of loot you would find if you go through each and every one of them.
Yes.
Because we've been here a while and I think it would be a lot easier than having you check each and every room because it's a little tedious. There's a lot though. It seems that people have been actively in here doing some stuff and they left some stuff behind.
I bet it was
So,
those pirates.
My 15 gold back.
you get a lot more. So I'm gonna say, wow, that doesn't look good. But yeah, this is the list straight from 5e.
Holy shit!
Well, yeah, you guys found a good place. There's a lot of magic going on here.
Rod of Resurrection.
But why?
A Tome of Understanding, Caden.
But why is there so much stuff here? And should you take it all?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck whoever stuff this is.
Universal
Fuck
Solvent.
you, liar.
Yeah.
Elliot, you have a bag of holding, right?
I have all of these that go to
I don't
5e
know.
tools.
There's a portable hole. Shit, do not put that in the
We
bag
have
of holding.
a better bag of holding
Wait, wait,
now.
wait. Dark Shard Amulet, Wand of Smiles, Veteran Cane, Wand of Secrets, Decanter of Endless Water. That's a fun one. Portable hole, suppression from fiend, scroll of protection from fiends.
Universal solvent.
That's the super glue. That, if I'm
I
correct.
know.
I
This
want.
was a very high level roll. You guys, if you take it all, yeah, it's pretty
I
good.
want it.
Slang.
Oh my gosh, sexfind.biz, free girls in your city, crazy.
In your
Iron of
chat?
Fish Command.
Yeah,
What?
on YouTube, they have some problems with that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
There's a +3 short sword in there for anyone who's interested.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
I can't use short swords. So, y'all have fun with that one. We have bag holding. How
The
much
Omega
money was
Glow.
there?
Hole.
I did not. Let me roll that real fast for you. I did not roll that one yet. About 123 gold. It's all mostly in silver and copper, though.
I'm gonna count out and take my 15 gold back.
What do you do with the rest?
I don't know. Who want to split it?
I don't
So-
care who gets it.
123 minus 15,
I feel like the
Uh,
dark shard amulet is something I recognize.
108. Don't Google it. That's cheating.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
108
You're right.
between the other three of you. Take 40 gold each,
Okay.
basically.
I think we should probably get this stuff back to. We should prob-
I
Will you
keep
type-
forgetting
Will you-
my numpad.
See, that's where you just don't have a numpad, you know? Just don't have it.
I'm closing sound.
I don't have a numpad either.
Yeah.
I
that's the way to
do.
do it.
Elliot, where?
We found that out this evening.
So, yeah, we
you're
should probably
gay.
bag of holding these items
Sure thing. Except for the portable hole.
because
You
we
can't
just
just
put
roll
the
it up and
portable-
put it in the
don't wanna
pocket.
do
Let's put it in the
that.
portable hole. Let's
Don't
put
want to
the,
do
let's put
that.
the items in the portable hole because I don't see any other like items like a portable hole in it. And then I'll just put the portable hole in my bag.
That's fair.
Don't
Uh,
put it in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
I don't have a bag of holding. I have just a regular ass bag.
You guys load it all up. You take it on back. You start your journey back. While you're walking, you do run into that pirate gang. They're still working on the ship, though. They seem to have given up on the engine. They're kind of just lying back. There does, however, you can only really spot 4. There's still 2 on the roof. There's 1 sitting on the porch, and you can hear one of them working inside. But 1 seems to be missing.
He got eaten. Well, I think we shouldn't bother with the pirates for right now, but I do want to tell the town about it because I remember them
Yeah.
saying that they had a pirate problem.
Yeah, just tell them about the pirates that crashed and, do with that what they will. Just walk by. Not even really stealth walk by. Just we're walking by. We're walking home. Don't even pay them any mind.
You guys take your journey back after about 3 hours, getting around like 6 o'clock now. You guys get back there and you see Gerald, Kulana's dad, Haas, Dragon, and Fenitorath all sitting down eating some lunch. Like it looks like freshly caught fish, filleted on a grill. You see that Gerald does have some form of apron on. That's a little messy.
Oh, nice.
And they are having a nice little meal.
Very nice. Yeah, I kind of walk into there and I'm like, so,
Haas goes, so
I pull out the sword thingy,
the
Like-
fragment pieces.
the fragment piece. I was like,
Roll me a
This is what I-
dexterity check.
oh no. Do I? It's for to see if I accidentally touch it again?
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Fuck.
So I imagine you
Uh,
slip and touch it.
Dex check. Yeah, I get a 7.
Nothing happens this time.
I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to
I
react
set it
this
on
time.
the table. I'm like,
Don't touch it. It's goofy.
touch it at your own discretion.
Haas was about to go up to touch it. Tex goes, "Don't touch it, it's goofy." He pulls back. You go, "Touch it at your discretion." He leans in slowly. It's like, what do you mean, touch it at your own discretion? You had it on you. You put it on the table with your hand.
Oh, I thought I was putting it on with the cloth.
Oh well, I imagine you touched it and nothing happened. So you're like, well, okay.
Yeah. So I explained what happened. So when I first touched to pick it up, I got this weird vision of like some kind of bloated demonic carcass with a goat head in this endless void kind of chained up.
You see Gerald peeks an eyebrow, like,
And then Factorum touched it, got the same vision. However, Kulana, Capelia, and when I just touched it the second time, nothing happened. And when Tex touched it, he instead got a vision of someone with like gray skin working in a workshop with copper pipes. So that's what I mean by touch at your own discretion.
It's goofy.
It's strange. It doesn't seem
Uh,
to be harmful. But it
Haas
certainly is strange.
Haas goes up and he touches it. He has that same thing where he like closes his eyes, flinches for a second, pops out. He's like,
His eye.
"Oh my, oh yeah, that's fair." He's like, "Oh my, yes, you're quite right. That is
Which one did you see?
the demon. I saw the large floating corpse."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is interesting. I need to look a little bit more about what this from. What is this?
We were very careful to not blow the place up.
Yes, it seems you guys came back alive, which is good." Gerald walks up and he touches it, and you see that he does the same thing. He's like, "I've heard of this before.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've told you that I've learned of Lair. I know of his antics."
I figured it would be something involving him.
Yes, I believe this is something that we've seen before with some of our, we've had some run-ins with Lair, some cultish happenings around here. He seems to use creatures for, like, sacrifices or to demons, essentially. He's shown them visions, and they've ranted about those visions. This is one of the what is it? Like, the leaders of the Nine Hells, not, what are they, princes?
The demonic princes, or like
How many of them are
that's
there?
the infernal lords is the
They're
devils.
they're the owner of a floor, correct? Like one of the floors.
Yeah, but if it's
Yeah.
demons, that's the abyss. That's something different.
Oh, okay. Well, whichever one owns one of the floors of hell.
Those are those are the
Those are devils.
Yeah, devil
the
things.
infernal lords, I think is
Mhm.
what they're called or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know their exact names. I want to say prince, but I'm pretty sure those are higher than those.
The demonic princes, I believe, are for the abyss.
Oh, okay. He's like, I'm pretty sure this is one of the leaders. I think it was the 7th circle of hell, if I'm not mistaken.
Good.
He was
Oh.
he was killed by Lair and some of the other leaders down there, and Lair used him as a beacon, some form of way to harness power, and he used that to give power to host demons and devils in a separate plane, and to connect to people.
Do you know anything about the infernal lords and like who they like the names at least?
Not much. The most I know is only what they rambled about. They didn't.
Well, I'm asking
Oh,
if
you-
Dio knows
oh,
about
sorry,
the
you cut out.
lords. Like, yeah, Mike.
I wouldn't
Being a
assume you
wizard?
would. I feel like you know about demons and devils. You know the differences of them. You know there are princes and things like that.
Okay.
It's so chaotic down there, and like ties are so loose and not really ties. They're more of like just getting what you can and running away, that you don't really know much. There's no wordage behind it, especially with the current state of the universe. So you know about them, you know the things are, you just don't know any specifics.
Okay. At least it's not the 8th circle because I have past D&D experience with pissing those people off.
No.
Mephistopheles.
I believe
my
it might
warlock
be
pissed
it might
off
be the 6th level. I need to look up the names.
If it's the name, if it's Gratz, I'm gonna be scared.
Oh yeah, Lords of the Nine Hells. That's what it is. They're a lord.
Yeah, the lords. I thought so.
Yeah, so he just continues. Yes, I don't know exactly who it was or their name. They rambled about madness, and if it's true, Lair is the leader of them. He uses power from the hells to give to them through leaders. It's a very weird connection. But that being the those items being connected to him make me very concerned.
That just sounds like a sugar daddy with the extra steps.
It's a warlock patron.
He just goes to you. That's quite right. That's pretty much what it is.
I'm gonna have it now that every thought that I have, I say out loud. That's just gonna be text talking.
Text doesn't have a filter.
He wasn't programmed with one.
Exactly. It's like
Okay,
Claptrap, so
I
he
do
stops
have it.
thinking out loud.
So the one thing as well, since this is homebrew, Nine Hells are a little bit different. There are differences and changes from the regular
Of course.
stuff. But Haas is gone right now. He's away. And he comes back after 10 minutes. He's like, I think I know which one it is. He pulls out this book that is like just embossed on the side, Nine Hells, basically. like a guide to sort of thing, like Nine Hells for Dummies.
Oh, that's a handy book to have
Uh,
during all of this.
He's like, yes, it is. I've done a little bit of digging with Varactorum talking about how demons and devils attacked them at one point. I thought I should learn about them a little bit. I found this book that spoke about their leaders. He flips it over, sets it down. It was actually 5th layer. I just forgot. And he puts down Prince Levistus, one of the
Oh, great.
leaders of the Nine Hells.
I know that name.
He was very big in some cultures' histories because he would like to tamper, mess with, give powers and take away powers quite often. But he went quiet for a long period of time. And after it was about 40, 50,000 years ago or so, maybe more, he was never heard from again. And instead, different entities, multiple entities, but different entities, would take the areas he affected.
Doesn't sound good.
And I assume if there's a corpse, I think that was Prince Levistus.
You wonder if we could like bring him back and be like, "Hey, you want to go kill Lair?"
I don't think bringing a demon lord back is the best idea, personally.
No.
I think, if anything, we should just destroy the body and remove whatever portal he's in.
Yeah, that's another idea. I don't know. I've seen a lot today. Also, watch out, there are pirates.
Gerald goes, pirates? What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
they said their
passed-
ship was attacked by a dragon.
Dragons are typically quite peaceful. I imagine they were picking a fight.
Yeah, or I don't know. It could also be like what we encountered back on Runes. I almost said Runeterra. Fuck. Delterra.
What did you
where the
counter there?
dragons were- the dragons are being weirdly hostile and have this almost like purplish energy or whatever around their eyes.
I will have
So
to let
I
my
was-
guards know about that if there's a connection there. Because dragons are interstellar beings, so they can
They
fly
were
between
also
planets.
on Delterra attacking these sites close by. Like they were straight up attacking the sites of the primordial labs or whatever. Like the one we visited on
Hmm.
Delterra was just melted by acid from a dragon.
That is concerning.
So that it just might be a connection.
Yes, I'm
Maybe
worried
Lair's
about
doing
that.
some stupid shit with the dragons.
I wouldn't put it past him. He is a fan of chaos.
Yeah, that's
Very
that's
much
fine.
belongs in the Nine Hells.
You didn't get bullied enough as a child.
Oh.
Vractorum goes, no, he did not.
Oh.
Because
I like
Vractorum was
how
around.
I
Well,
like how Vracturum is actually just like gaining our humor.
yes.
Like she
She's
understands.
hanging around text too much.
Sounds like
She's
we need to
understanding.
make up for lost time.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to add of note? Any questions you want to ask?
Can I show Haas the portable hole?
Yeah, you
Going
pull
on.
out, you pull out the hole, you slap it on the table. He's like, "Oh my gosh, where did you
Well,
find this?"
It's actually no. It's like a 10-foot by 10-foot hole.
Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Crap.
It's big.
yeah.
It's like whoosh. I'm like,
It becomes the table.
He's like, "Oh my gosh, where did you find this?"
well, you
in
know.
in the side rooms of the place.
Back
Wait.
rooms?
You're telling me you found a place, you saw a devil, flashes of devil and magic, and then you stole magic items from it.
We
A
didn't
portable hole.
steal
We
them.
didn't steal them.
Nobody was there.
No one was there.
You don't know that. This is we. What do you mean?
Fine.
He's just, oh
Fine.
my gosh, guys. He just like rubs his face.
And if
Oh.
it was someone's, I'll
Don't have
blame
it now.
Zayo.
Okay, well you
What?
you there was only a portable hole there, correct?
Yeah.
roll me a deception check, please.
What'd you get? I
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. You just say that. So he goes, that's the only thing you took. You go, yes. And he's like, okay, fine. They shouldn't be able to tell if just one item went missing. They might have thought someone else took it. Okay, we should be good.
I look over. I'm like look over at Tex. Like I don't look at him. I just telepathy to him. Not a word. He'll get so upset with us.
Gerald kind of just goes, this is all very concerning. I definitely need to let my people know about this issue. We typically have some... You have bird watchers and other animal watchers. We have sometimes dragon watchers. People who like to explore and look for dragons, track what they're doing, keep up with the race, make sure they're all good. I am afraid for what is happening, that it could possibly affect those people. I definitely put a warning out that there's been some claims of rampant dragon and aggressive dragons, and figure out more. In the meantime, fish, he pulls out like a plate and there's some like steaming fish on it.
Yes. You know what
Yeah,
that
I'll take
means.
them.
Dude,
Fish.
nothing on my computer is loading properly. It's annoying.
Might
Like,
need to get you a
it's-
new hard drive, Kaylin.
It's like YouTube now. It's like even sending images and videos on Discord.
We might need to get you a new hard drive. Your hard drive might be a little damaged after moving so much.
My penis hurts.
Can help with that.
Okay.
Oh
Here,
my god.
What?
Oh.
All right, I think that's where we're gonna end
Elliot,
stream.
Elliot, you want to share with the class?
But
You
yes,
wanna share with
it is
the
10
class
o'clock.
what
We've been
you
going for a little
said?
bit. I'm gonna end stream here. I'm gonna definitely mute up because y'all chaotic.
Ah!
How do I mute?
I find it funny
How do I
that
deafen?
Ah!
All right. So, I'm going to be ending here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you follow. Guys watching in the future, like to catch me live, follow me at twitch.tv/cadenbop_, or go to cadenbop.com/socials, and you can find everywhere where I am. For now, though, I'll be ending stream here. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye. I can't press end. I forgot. I got to actually click it. Bye.